It is a beautiful day, guys. Monday, February the 13th, I believe it is. February something. Heading out to a job. I'm going to hook up the Joblink stuff to a new Ameristar install, and we're going to set things up and make sure everything gets squared away.
Through time we waste endeavors of making castles of our lives. Lovers pass unnoticed in the maze we have contrived.
I have my system fan on. I replaced the filter. Unfortunately, all they had was a pleated filter. I had to go in at the grocery store. So I took my other one out, I'll put back in the truck. I'm gonna get the DAFM3 and we're gonna go over this grill one more time and see what our airflow is, put that filter in place. I'm here with all the S-Man gear. Have the SDP2, S-Man 460, and the SC660. I'm gonna turn on the JL2 as well. What I'm gonna do is, I think, if I remember how to do this, I'm gonna hit this button and hold it down until it turns blue. Maybe it's the other button. Probably is. Let's see. Alright, turn blue there for a second. So I'm gonna hit sync. Hit sync. Hit sync. See what happens. Did I hold that one down long enough? Yep, they should all be syncing up now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on the application. See how we do. Shows us all synced up. This one's still going. We'll see. We got our S-Man 460, and we do have the SC660, so that worked. That was a good tip from Frank Mascione. This one's still connecting, so we'll give it a minute to connect up. But the meter is now connected, so that's good. That'll work. We are all synced up across the board now. Everything is working properly. I'm going to get everything in its proper place, and we'll come back once the machine is running. And we'll actually take that airflow measurement while it's running, then input it into the app. Got the SDP2 sat up here, got holes drilled in the return plenum and the supply duct. We're going to broadcast that measurement downstairs. Let's see if we're receiving now. We have our pressure. And we just need to get our amp clamp hooked up. I have my 1.41 amps on the blower right now, so I can check and see when the heat strips come on and all that good stuff. So we were all set up and ready to rock and roll here. I'm going to turn the heat on, let it run for a while, and warm it up in the house. Then we're going to turn the cooling back on. We're going to turn it to emergency heat. Done. And we're going to rock it up to 72. I thought we were. Did I hit cancel? Yeah. So there's the blower. We'll see if the heat strips click on as well. You can see that here. Should have a signal to the heat strips. The outdoor thermostat controls auxiliary heat, but not the heat strips. You see there we are. 8 kW is on and running. We should smell that here in a minute. I'll let them run for a few minutes to burn them off, and then we'll turn the heat on. Go into working Joe's. We're going to go down to, let's see, Tracy Law. Let's go to training literature. And I know we're looking for grill data. See if I can find it. I could do a search, I guess. There we we are. Hard and Cooley. The service reference Hard and Cooley catalog. I have my capacity showing right here in heating mode, 29,000. So we're right at 30,000 BTUs. We're running 1,050 CFM. Let's see what we have down here. Our heat strips should be, yep, there they go. So we'll be falling down a little bit now until we get up on our heat pump alone. As you can see, it's dropping down right now until our heat pump gets going. So we're gonna let it run for a while. What I did is you just click on this button here and you set your air volume and it gives you your capacity. You can see our units running 78 on the suction side, almost 300 on the liquid side. We are in heating mode. We're gonna heat it up inside, then we're gonna turn it into cooling mode. 45 degrees of subcooling, the superheat's way off. It doesn't matter. R22, that's one of the reasons why. Let's change it. Can we change it here? I don't know if we can or not. Then we have to go change it on the S-Man. So I'll get that squared away. We'll let it run for a while and take another look at it. We've been running for just about 10 minutes. We have just over 28,000 BTUs heating output. 74 degree return, 99 degree supply. There's our wet bulb information. Here's our refrigerant information, 340 over 106. Pay no mind to the superheat because I have the clamp on over here and it's picking up the hot gas right now. It's just in position for when I do the cooling. 1.38 amps on the blower, which is just fine. Our heat strips are offline because of our outdoor thermostat, so everything is good to go. We're gonna let it run for a few more minutes, see if we can't get over the 100 degree mark here, which we might already actually. No, we're close. Let's see how close to 30,000 we get. We're pretty close, so I'm satisfied with that. Looks pretty good. I'll give it a few more minutes and we'll switch it into cooling. My parts dish I'll put together for this CLC bag that I won on Instagram, thanks to Tool Barn. It's awesome. I can't believe it. I won a giveaway. I didn't have a giveaway. I actually won one. It's awesome. This is what Justin Hernandez feels like. Lost connection. Oh, it's back. That's usually what happens. If I lose it for just a second, it comes right back. Almost 30,000 BTUs, right on target there. Looking good for heating. The SDP2 is probably about 50 or 60 feet away. Maybe a little bit less than that through a few walls. So it's doing pretty well. The S-Man's on the other side of the house, so that's doing pretty well too. So everything looks good so far. Joblink is working very well. We're going to switch it over to cooling. And see, we lost it for a second, but it comes right back. So, good deal. And I have the Joblink actually right here on my side. Well, it's a little toasty in here. Let me switch us into cooling. Done. That's going to turn off. I'll wait for the blower to shut down. We're going to go ahead and turn it down. Go ahead and turn it all the way down to 65, so she'll run for a while. We'll get a sense of the actual charge, even though it's a little cool outside. Looks like we need to add a little bit of refrigerant to the machine here. I know it's a little cool outside. I am going to add a little bit because we're 202 over 92. Heating pressures were good, but it was also warm outside, so it's not a very good sign of how it's actually going to run and cooling. So we're going to run it for about 5 or 10 more minutes, but our pressure still, it's a little bit low because we are 72 inside, so our pressure should be 20 psi higher than that. I have my Fieldpiece wireless scale here. This is the SRS2. I'm going to clear it out. 0 pounds. I'm going to put a little bit of gas in right over here on the suction line for the accumulator. Take about to 8 ounces and see how we stand. Well, we're still trying to reconnect. We lost connection about a minute ago and haven't been able to reconnect since. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the app and see if that helps. I'll close the app. I'll bring it back up. Connected, and there we are. So I don't know what happened. Our liquid pressure is still pretty low. It's kind of cool outside, 20 degrees above ambient. We're a little bit lower than that, looking at 72 down there on our liquid saturation. We're going to give it a few minutes. We're adding a little bit more gas to it. I'm going up to 1 pound. We're going to let it sit there for a while, and then we're going to reassess it. Our superheat's coming down into the range where we should be located, and I'm pretty satisfied with charging it for today. Since it's so cool outside, I'm not going to go much farther because I'll end up overcharging it or making an error. It's going to be on a house that is for sale, so unless they call me, it'll never be done. So I'll put a note in there and hopefully they will, because it's a little bit too cold today. It's 61 degrees outside. We still have, our superheat now is falling down right on the money, so it's pretty good.